good habits. Arlo lived in the colorful town of Everbright, where the sun was powered by the townspeople's energy. But this morning, Arlo's room was a mountain of mismatched socks and half-finished drawings. He scrambled around, tripping over a toy robot. "I can't find my lucky sneakers," he cried. Because he hadn't put his things away the night before, he was already late for the great morning parade. Suddenly, his friend Lyra appeared at the window, looking bright and ready. She held a shimmering golden compass. "Arlo, look at the sky!" she shouted. The sun was pale and flickering. The great clock of Everbright is slowing down because people are forgetting their glow steps. If we don't reach the clock tower with the spirit of routine, the town will fall into a deep, grumpy sleep. They dashed toward the tangled woods, the first step on their quest. The path was blocked by giant, thorny vines that grew thicker every time someone left a mess. Lyra checked her compass. "To pass through, we must show the woods the power of order," she explained. She began to untangle a small section of the path, humming a rhythmic tune. Arlo realized that clearing the path was just like tidying his room. He stopped rushing and started picking up the fallen branches, stacking them neatly by the side of the trail. As he organized the mess, the thorny vines began to recede, turning into soft, flowering bushes. "I feel lighter already," Arlo shouted, jumping over a now clear log. Next, they reached the river of sleepy fog. The air was thick and made them want to yawn. To cross, they had to board the morning vessel, but the boat wouldn't move. "The engine runs on morning vitality," Lyra said, rubbing her eyes. "We have to perform the ritual of awakening to give the boat its spark." Lyra stood tall on the bow of the boat. She reached her arms high toward the sky and took a deep, refreshing breath. Then she splashed her face with a bit of the cool, clear river water. "This is how we wake up our minds," she called out. The boat's lanterns began to glow a soft, warm orange. Arlo joined her, mimicking her stretches. He felt the fog in his brain start to lift. He realized that skipping his morning wash and stretches always made him feel like he was walking through clouds. He began to march in place, and the boat suddenly surged forward, cutting through the mist with ease. "I've got so much energy," he laughed. They arrived at the Hungry Hills, where the ground was made of giant, unflavored crackers. They were exhausted and hungry. Lyra pulled out 2 glowing golden apples she had packed earlier. "Good habits mean planning ahead," she said, handing one to Arlo. "You can't finish a quest on an empty stomach." Finally, they reached the great clock tower. The gears were covered in the dust of procrastination. Arlo didn't wait for Lyra to tell him what to do. He grabbed a cleaning cloth and started scrubbing the biggest gear. "If I do a little bit every day, the dust won't ever get this thick again," he declared. As the last gear began to spin, the great clock chimed a loud, musical note. The sun burst into a brilliant yellow, filling Everbright with warmth. Lyra hugged Arlo. "You did it. You found the spirit of routine." Arlo smiled, knowing that his new habits weren't just for saving the town. They made every day feel like a brand new adventure.